yeah, that was the fastest. That was the fastest you've ever fucking woken back up from vomit. It's a one-way trip.
All right, come on.
All right, let me get this point on real quick here, and I brought this meeting on to freaking basically fucking square up this fucking shit that's going on right now. Now you know I fucking told you about the Jax Tell him shit. You told me about it.
Yes.
You told me that
Yes.
he basically was a snitch in yours, and I heard a little bit from a birdie along the way that you took him in knowing this.
He was already a hang around knowing this. He told me some shit went down.
I'm gonna let you
Earlier
guys
in the
square it
day.
out from here, but I'm gonna sit here and observe. You guys can hash this out, Jax.
Do you remember this?
Oh yeah, I remember it. I fucking put it there.
What was the reason, brother? Thought you
know
was
the
family.
fucking reason.
Well, I thought you was family.
Speak up, brother.
I can't hear you, homie.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you better now.
I thought we was family, man.
Yeah, we was family, but you know the rules, man. 1%. You can't be snitching on people and be wearing this fucking
Was I
patch.
blooded in? Was I part of you guys?
Huh?
Was I part of you
Yeah,
guys?
you were.
What did
Yeah,
I have a
for
vest
about
on?
24 hours.
Did I have a vest
For
on?
about 24 hours.
Was I wearing a vest when
For about.
when I told you that I done what I did? Was I wearing a vest? Did I ever wear a vest?
What do you mean? Did you ever wear a vest?
Did I ever wear a vest? Was I
Yes,
blooded
you
in?
wore a vest.
No, we didn't. Because if I remember
telling me
rightly,
you
when
wasn't
I
blood
turned
in?
up that day, I was literally in, what, a full wetsuit? I was nothing to do with you guys. I was friendly with you guys. And you and the VP turn around when I told you that I snitched. Your response to me was, this is why you need to join Legion for protection. That was your response. Those were your words and VP's words.
No. My words for that was because you were being tracked. That's
Why
all
was
it
we being
about.
tracked?
I don't know. You tell me. Said somebody was after you.
Hey, you
yeah,
tell me. You
know.
told me you woke up in a hospital with nothing in your fucking pockets. So you tell me why you was being tracked.
Well, because I snitched on the people before that point. And I told you
Yeah.
this.
Yes. and we
You guys
thought
asked
it
me
was
to meet you at the
antidote
compound
that-
and tell you about it. And then when I told you guys about it, that's when you guys said to me, this is why I need to join Legion for the protection.
Yeah, because you were being tracked. You said it yourself.
Exactly.
You said you woke up in the hospital with nothing in your fucking pockets. No radio, no ID, no nothing.
No.
That's what you fucking told me.
No, I told you that I snitched because Anna here got kidnapped. And then I told you I woke up in a hospital later on.
You told me you were talking to the cops up at the bank.
Uh-huh.
That's what you told me.
Exactly. This is where I'm getting at. Right there. Was I blooded in at that point? Was I part of you guys?
No, you were hanging
Yes.
around. No,
You
you
were
was
Well,
hanging around at that point.
Okay, so which one? Yeah,
You were
yes or
hanging
no?
around.
It's a hang around. There was no contract. A
No,
hang
there
around
wasn't,
is a friendly
but-
person. You still
Homie, I can
blooded
show you
me
your
in.
contract.
You blooded me in, knowing I was a snitch. You literally
I
shot
bled you
us
in
down.
knowing that you were talking to the cops at a fucking bank robbery where your wife was inside. I didn't know anything about you snitching.
Yes, you did, because I told you to your face. You and VP. Anna will back me up here because she was standing right next to me when I said it.
You said
You
you
never
talked to the cops at the bank.
Precisely my point, which made
But
me
you
snitch.
Never said. You never said.
Yes,
what
I did.
You said.
Yes, I did.
No.
So what did you
He
say to the cops at the
He
bank?
literally sat there and told y'all that he snitched and told the cops because I was in handcuffs. I was held hostage with a gun in my face. Y'all literally said This
Yeah,
is
and
why
you t-
y'all need us for y'all to protect us. No, we were not blooded in then, so y'all cannot sit there and
I
say
didn't
that.
say you were bled in then. Are you guys listening? I didn't. I never once said that you were bled in at that point. Not once.
We
What
were
I
Exactly.
just
said
hanging
was you
around.
told the cops that yeah, you were hanging around. You told the cops that you well you were talking to the cops at the bank because your girlfriend was inside. The snitching part, I don't know shit about that.
Talking to the
That's
cops
all.
That's why we
about
told
something
you you
in
need
the
to be
bank
with us.
is
Is you woke up
snitching,
in the fucking what were
isn't
you
it?
talking to him about?
Well, clearly
What
you
did you
just said
tell?
it because my
I
girl was in
can
the
talk to
bank.
cops all day and not fucking tell them a goddamn thing.
Lies.
It's all lies. Lying under the 1% patch.
Who the fuck is lying? I'm
You-
telling you
Calling,
exactly
calling
how it
us
was.
calling us family just to patch us in so y'all can get official. That's wrong.
No.
I think
That
you're
Yes.
mistaken. I really
No.
think
Yeah.
you're mistaken there.
No.
No. You are
I'm quite
mistaken.
sure you're mistaken there.
No.
We have enough numbers with or without you.
Did you or did you not bleed these fuckers, these fools in, knowing that they fucking snitched?
I bled him in. No, I bled him in, knowing that he had talked to the cops with his girlfriend in the fucking bank.
Man, that's not a good look.
I don't know what the hell he was telling the cops with his girlfriend in the bank. All I know is he was trying to get his girlfriend out of the bank.
Aiden, does this 1%
Exactly.
fucking patch snitch?
What was that?
Do we bleed in snitches?
Never.
Now, how the fuck are you gonna call yourself a 1%?
So all this on my
You see
head.
my dilemma?
Yeah, I see your dilemma. Understand my dilemma. I didn't know he was snitching. All I know is he was saying things. I don't know what he was fucking saying. I know his girlfriend was in the, or his wife, or what your wife, right? I know his wife was in the bank, and I know he was trying to get her out. He was all kinds of panicky. That's all I know. From then, all I know is he woke up in the hospital with nothing in his fucking pockets. Then I get a phone call later on that day from the people who gave me the ID, telling me their half of the story of what happened. By that point in time, he was already bled in.
No.
Because yes, because an hour after that is when you were bled out.
No, because we talked to you long before y'all even bled us in.
Well, we got a little bit of a dilemma here, don't we?
It does sound like a dilemma.
What do you think, Aiden?
So, looking at it, I guess through my eyes, if I know someone's talking to cops, first off, I'm gonna know what they're saying to cops before I even invite them into my club.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm going to do my due diligence to
that's-
investigate the situation.
And from what I understand, he was talking about his girlfriend being in the bank, or his wife being. I'm sorry, I keep fucking. You know what I mean? Talking about her being in the bank,
Yeah,
and she
that
was
the
in the bank,
impression I got.
and the cops were on the scene for a bank robbery.
Okay.
And how do you know that?
Yeah, how would you know
Because
that?
that's what I was told.
That's what
Okay,
we
and
were
we told you that right to your face.
I even remember me even saying I snitched on them. Those were the words that came out of my mouth at your
I don't
compound.
remember those words coming out of your fucking mouth.
And nor do I. All I know is that you said. All I remember is you saying you were talking to the cops about your wife.
There you go.
Do you understand that I can talk to a cop all fucking day and not tell him shit about anything fucking important? Is that snitching? Is that snitching if I do that?
If you're talking to them about a situation that how your girlfriend, wife, whatever was taken into that bank, then yeah, you technically are snitching. Yes.
She's in the fucking bank. I'm telling him she's in the fucking bank. She can see what they can see with their own two damn fucking eyes. I don't see how that's snitching.
Then if that's the case, why have I got snitch on my head?
I don't know. Tell me why you had to be kidnapped, and I'm told that you were snitching on people.
You know the story.
You tell me
We
that.
never
Yeah.
snitched a single word of y'all. Y'all never came out of our mouths.
It wasn't about me.
I thought that's what the 1% patch is about, though, snitching on the club.
It wasn't about me. It wasn't about me at all. It was about your name getting around as his name and being a snitch and me getting a fucking...
No. This has nothing to do with Jax.
It's my fucking turn to talk.
Hold on,
you shut
let
the fuck
him
up for a
talk.
minute. This is my
Oh, dude,
goddamn
Jesus
turn.
Christ,
I let
brother.
you run your fucking mouth the whole goddamn time you've been here. Shut the fuck up.
I'm not part
For
of your
one
club
rule
now,
you never
dude.
fucking learned. Where the fuck was I? Jesus fucking Christ. I get a phone call from the other people. I'm still not going to name them to you. You can get fucked. I get a phone call from the people who picked him up and ran his pockets and took his ID and told me about the fucking story. That's the story I got. I also got a corroborating story on the phone from this guy over here. That's the
only what
action I
told,
fucking...
So
That's the action I moved on.
So wait,
Still-
let me get this straight. The action you moved on was Jax's name. That's it. That you basically just
my
said
name
that.
being dragged in the dirt. Yes.
So that's the
His
action
name
you
and
carved
his club
snitch in my
being,
head.
being dragged through the dirt. I have your fucking ID. I still have your fucking ID. Given to me by the people that picked you up because you apparently were snitching on them.
When
But again, you said it there. Apparently. Until you
Yeah,
know
I'm
the full
saying
facts,
apparently
how
because
can,
you're-
how can you work
I'm
any of
saying-
this on apparently?
Homie, I had enough fucking evidence between this guy calling me, them telling me the same fucking story. over
And
the
me
phone
telling
and
you the
giving me
same
your
story
ID.
too.
I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this because my 1%, a 1% patch is in fucking integrity right here. That's the only thing I'm trying to get down to it because I've taken 1% patches for less. So
it's okay because we were hanging around and then we told them that we snitched on them
I'm
people.
just trying to get to the fact
and-
that you bleed in a guy knowingly knowing that he called the cops. That's what I'm
No,
trying to
I
find
didn't
out.
bleed in a guy knowingly knowing that he called the cops. I bled in a guy knowingly knowing that he was talking about his wife that was in the bank robbery in front of the cops.
And that was the impression I got too.
But then it
Everybody
doesn't make
corroborate
any
your-
sense.
Everybody here corroborate that story?
But the way I see
I'll
this,
comment on it.
the way I see this, okay, you say that I was talking to the cops. The other guys that gave you my ID told you I snitched on them.
Yeah.
So, and then they told you what was said, done, rah-de-rah-de-rah. So, did they tell you the point where I called the cops and the cops turned up?
They told me you were snitching to the cops. They
That's
told me
all
you
I
called.
said.
And you just said
Yeah,
it
they-
yourself. They told you I snitched, so therefore you knew I snitched. Thank you.
Do you
No,
realize when
no.
I talk to them? Get the fuck back here. Don't be walking off all victorious on your bullshit.
No, you
They
just
called
said
me
it
right
yourself. You said
Yeah.
it yourself.
Do you know when I talk to them, asshole? I talk to them right before we fucking told you to come up there. So you tell me how long you had a fucking cut
Did
on.
they tell you that
I
I
believe it was
snitched?
more than a
Did they
fucking
tell
hour.
you I snitched?
Yes,
before,
they fucking did.
Before or after you bled me in?
After.
No, it wasn't.
After. Yes,
You
it
got
was.
bled in the night
I told
before.
you before,
The
and you knew
night
before. You
Matter
said
of fact,
you said
I have
it.
evidence of it.
You said that that I'd spoken to the cops before, and then they go and tell you that I snitched. But if I was only bled in for an hour, like you just said, words out of your mouth, I, was
didn't
bled
say
in
you
for
were
an hour.
bled in for an hour.
You
I said
just
you were bled
said
in
it.
the night before. Open your fucking ears,
You
man.
just said
I said
it.
I talked to them an hour before. Stop sitting here trying to twist my fucking words around. Me and my entire club were in agreement as what fucking happened then. It's amazing because you keep trying to twist around every fucking word I say. I'm not about to sit here and let you fucking do it.
You're funny.
Jax, I don't know where we're going to go from this
I don't either.
because
Give me a second.
I have a question.
You guys stay there. Go ahead. Answer your guys' question.
I have one question, right?
Yeah, I can barely hear
So,
you. You got to speak up. You gotta ask me something.
I'll move up. I'll move up.
Okay,
Right,
thank you.
because it's actually it's a question for you, not for them, right?
Right.
So like they said the cops were already there, right? Like, but before they showed up, right? Like, right? I'm just trying to drive everything correct, right? Like, cops
Yeah,
were already
from what
there
I
before
understand.
the bank got hit, right?
I
How
don't
do
know
you
if they were
think
there.
that? No,
I don't know if the
just
cops were there before the bank got hit or not.
all
I
right.
know
Well,
that he
just
was
in case,
talking to the cops
let's just
at the
say they
bank.
were, right? How do you think the cops got there? Obviously, right? Somebody was texting somebody on the outside.
That,
Somebody had to have
yeah,
called the cops, right?
yeah, makes sense.
Him.
However,
Just process of elimination here, right? You guys still took him in, right? Why? If this process of elimination, right? She texted him. He called the cops. Cops were there
You knew
before the
it.
bank was hit. You knew it. You still took him in. Why?
I didn't know the cops were there before the bank was hit, is what I'm saying. I know he was talking to the cops at the bank with her inside. If the cops were there when the bank got hit, she shouldn't have been inside, right?
I'm just trying to validate why you freaking still, because I mean, obviously he told you he called the cops. You still took him in and said that he was under protection, right? You had no validity to it, but you still knowingly took him in knowing that. And then when I confronted you about it, quickly went to fucking, pursuing to the next step. I won't state what the next step is. I'm pretty sure he can put two and two together. I haven't told him anything because that's what I don't do. But at the same time, I wanted this to come to light. I wanted this to be forefronted. I wanted this to be light because it's a 1% patch that I'm hearing is being put in check of taking in a prospect, hang around / whatever, and being put into a club and then being bled out for the same exact reason, not only a day later. Knowingly brought these people in, knowing that they had some interaction with those cops. Doesn't sit well with me.
And I can
Doesn't
see
sit
how
well
it
with
wouldn't.
Aiden. You know?
Yeah, makes sense.
I can equally righteously, openly speak on the fact that, yeah, did I fucking want him? Did I want him taken care of for my name being dragged in the dirt? Absolutely. I told him straight to his face. Your fucking name is fucking way too close to mine, and if it's being dragged in the dirt, your ass is going down before my ass does because I don't snitch.
I agreed
So-
with all of that.
So with that being said, I would have never, ever taken him in knowing that he was a snitch. And you openly did.
I took him in knowing that he talked. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking
It
about.
doesn't
I
matter.
could've held
You
that he know that
knowingly,
he was
openly
fucking
took him
snitching.
in knowing that he talked to cops like that.
I didn't know he talked to cops like that. I talked to cops
who
too.
else
I
was
say
going to call
hi.
the cops for his girlfriend?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know he called the cops. That's the part I'm telling you. I don't know. I didn't know that he called the cops. I knew that he was talking to the cops at the bank. I didn't know that he called the cops to come to the bank.
I don't know how you feel about this, Aiden, because I'm not sitting too well on it.
It's very, I don't know. Everything seems very jumpy to me on all fronts.
On all
honestly.
fronts, yeah, I can agree there.
Yeah, it's very jumpy on all fronts. I know there's a lot of tension within it, and I know people are wanting to get their points across, and people getting heated over things. It's a very it's a very tough situation to be in the middle of. Yeah, I'm still set on the whole fact of I just knowing that they had talked to cops. I guess that's like my biggest thing is I wouldn't have ever brought them in, but that's just me on my fronts. That's.
Well, knowing that, I'm just gonna tell you right now, whatever happens here. I'm gonna fucking leave. Just know that it's gonna take a lot for you to gain my respect back, brother. And I'm gonna tell you right now, fucking 1% to supposed 1%. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna take a lot to fucking earn that fucking respect back from me. You did what was right at the moment, but in the context of it, it's coming out dirty and messy. You know what I mean? It's a very messy situation to me. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Whatever your guys' beef is from here, fucking good luck. And I hope you work it the fuck out, because I'm gonna walk away from this situation and fucking call it a day. However this goes down between you two from here, I don't give a fuck. Just know that it's gonna take a lot fucking to gain my trust again. I'll leave it at that. Guys, roll out.
And so it's gonna be the same on our fronts as well. So.
I can't hear you.
I appreciate it, guys.
Whatever the fucking happens from here, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, whatever happens. I was gonna say we're also on the same line as FAMC, so.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it, guys. Got who we want to get out, Frankie. Leave, Sissy. Leave. Quick.
Go. Fuck.
Who did I run off? Frankie's down. Do I come back?
Yeah, you can. Just watch out, because he's still trying to shoot. Shoot him, Sissy. Shoot him. He's around the back of the building.
You shoot me. Back.
They're down.
Sissy, it's me. Oh, my bad. He's still in the back of the store. What? Hold on. Wait. Where is he at in the back of the store? Jax, you got?
Yeah, I got him.
Okay, I'll get in. Yep.
It's for what you done to me, brother.
I don't know, baby. I don't know. The truck right here.
In natural fire, I'm gonna get their bodies real quick.
smash the bikes?
No, no, no.
What are you doing? Jax, come out. I'm gonna get Frankie. Just be aware, Sissy, we are going to have,
Where's my car? Let's get my
Yes, sir.
car out of here because if the PD turn up.
Where's your car?
What? Wait, sissy, can you do me a favor?